Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology for July 29th, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 23. And if you add the 2 and the 3 together, you get the number 5. The number 5 is an earth energy number. It is about nature. It's about the physical body, all things embodied. It's about staying grounded. It's about earth magic, such as shamanism and the types of mysticism that include getting very much in touch with nature. And so the fairy realm, things like that. So the number 5 is earth, 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 earth. And the number 5 asks us today to get real. What that means is to deal with what's right in front of us. Take on that closet and reorganize it. Clear out that old clutter and discover what is most important in your life. Put those photos into the computer so they can be organized for the great moments in the future to share. And above all, be prepared for the potential challenges arising. For some, that may be fire danger. Yep, I've got my bug out room. I've got things already in my car. For others, it might be tornadoes if you're in the south or in the east. The details and organization matter in moments where life seems to be getting out of control. We live in a time where we have to learn to expect the unexpected, because Uranus, the planet of unexpected change, is actually in Taurus, which is all things real, all things physical, our home, our relationships, all those things that are very, very real in the physical plane and where we get really attached in the physical plane. So we have to learn to see past our previous experiences. Many of those reference points no longer matter, to be really honest with you. We are moving into a very big and very new world, one beyond anything we have previously experienced. And we are learning about love. We are learning about expanding love beyond just ourselves. And that is a great skill to learn. The astrology today. The moon is in the forward-moving, motivated sign of Aries today. It gives us the energy to keep going just when we might need it. Mars goes into Virgo later in the day, but it goes out of Leo and it decides to oppose Jupiter. As Jupiter and Mars are in the end degrees of the signs they are in, there is an effect where things magnify and intensify. There is a strong sense of needing to get things handled and a desire to be more extravagant, just to feel as if we are taking care of ourselves a bit more. Try to not spend your money foolishly. Impulsive decisions might be regretted at a later time. We know we need to grow and expand. We also recognize the continued feelings of restriction. Know that you are not the only one frustrated and completely fed up with what is happening in the world. What we want is clearly not going to unfold as we had desired. Do not get obstinate with those seeking conflict over resolution. It's really not worth the fight. Instead, decide to compete with ourselves. While pushing ahead, it is best to approach all things with moderation. Our focus and clarity are a bit skewed and cannot completely be trusted. Pay attention to the details. They do matter. Many things feel at a turning point. Our goals and beliefs feel under pressure, causing intense strain on us. Many feel as if they are at a breaking point. Something is being revealed, and what that is may be different for each person, but it is something that allows us to learn and listen to where we have been overriding ourselves for way too long. It is important to do the right thing, not just for ourselves, but now for for others too. We have taken a back seat to our personal needs for way too long also. Shit, what do? We have to make a new plan. But be very precise about it and don't be concerned about what other people think. My quote for today. What gives the chaos meaning? The emergence of authentic self. We are learning how to be authentic even when things are challenging. There are moments when it is okay to notice if we are not coping well. At a certain point in life, there is no more need for pretense. There is no energy required to be someone we are not. There is only the raw and real truth of this moment, and this moment can be complete unto itself. And my blog for today. Perhaps we can learn to be careful and kind. Perhaps we can learn to be more present and refined. perhaps we can take the best from the past. Perhaps we can learn to include rather than outcast. I know that so much in life depends on the soul, young or old. Some still some still have not learned control. Carrying past the confusion and judgment of the mind, learning to value the intuitive, subtle, and sublime. I care not for the pushing and exploiting of those who do not know truth right in front of their own nose. I feel sorry for those still caught in ego's traps. It must feel horrible to have common sense collapse. Some are being so triggered and riled up, fed misinformation until they finally blow up. They put themselves and others in terrible danger by their reactions to a complete and unknown stranger. What happened to common decency and care? What has happened is that too many live from an armchair. They really have no external life. The pandemic has really added to this strife. Now's the time to shift the patterns causing pain. We have to work together to interrupt the strain. Without a majority of those with care in their heart, we will be stuck in this place and unable to really start. Start a life filled with wonder and light. Start embracing something other than the fight. I want a world where everyone feels safe and secure. I want a life where truth is not so obscure. Thanks, everyone.